What's up, guys? So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is Betty White. You all probably know the crazy insane celebrity Betty White, and now she's doing something else. She's saving baby sea lions with the help of Morris Animal Foundation. And yes, it's true, in California this year, more than 1,200 sea lions, mostly babies, mysteriously died off, and now Betty White is leading the charge to find out why did all these sea lions just mysteriously die off. So now let's help them out. They really need the help, so click on the link in my description below and you can donate to the Betty White Wildlife Rapid Response Fund. Anything helps. Thanks, guys. Alright, so I just want to do this video to give you an update on what's going on in the NBA offseason. First of all, it has been crazy. It's been like the craziest offseason that I've ever seen, and it's been insane. Starting all with the draft, that was crazy. You could not predict where anyone was going. That was awesome though, because it was kind of fun to see where people were going. And yeah, so now at the Rockets, Dwight Howard is there, and he's catching lobs from Jeremy Lin. And there's Metta World Peace. He just got waived by the Lakers, and I think that's a good move because they got Nick Young, and he's a very decent, very good player, and he's good at offense, and he's a pretty good defender too. I remember when Nick Young was on the Clippers, and they were playing that playoff game against the Memphis Grizzlies, and they came back from 27 points, and Nick Young was on fire. So he's a very streaky shooter, and he can definitely help the Lakers out. And now I'm using the Brooklyn Nets versus the Celtics, and the Brooklyn Nets are making a push for the NBA Finals this coming season. And they've got Kevin Garnett, Joe Johnson, Paul Pierce, Darren, and Lopez, and Jason Terry coming off the bench. They've also got Kidd, their new head coach, who I think is a great coach. He will make a great coach. But it'll be his first season, so I don't know how well he will do. And the Celtics, they've got Rondo if they keep him, which I think they will. They've got Rondo, and I think, yeah, that's pretty much like their main offensive, force. Best player is Rondo. But I think they're going to be better than most people will think, because they've got Kelly Olynyk and Gerald Wallace, Chris Humphries. They've got pretty good players, and I think they're going to be a pretty average team. They're not going to be like, I don't even know if they'll make the playoffs, but they'll be an average team. And yes, so now I'm using the New Orleans Pelicans. Yep, they changed their name, and the Detroit Pistons. So the New Orleans Pelicans, they're definitely improving their team. Their team is getting a lot better, but in my opinion, the Western Conference is just too hard. They cannot make the playoffs, but they're definitely improving. And they've got Drew Holiday, and of course Ryan Anderson, who's a good player, and the Brow. And Tyreek, they added Tyreek, and hopefully Tyreek can play better than he has been. He hasn't been playing that great, and they've, of course, Gordon. How could I forget Eric Gordon, who's a fantastic player? And on the other team, the Detroit Pistons, they have Josh Smith, who just went over there to Detroit. That's a great addition for them, but I don't think they're going to be a playoff team just yet. Look at that and one from Drew Holiday. Maybe he'll do a lot of those in New Orleans. That would be nice for the Pelicans. Yeah, so look at Peyton Siva. They've got Peyton Siva too. And Pope. Pope is a good player. He can shoot the three very well. So the Detroit Pistons are definitely in the right, in the right track. They're definitely heading in the right direction. But they've got a lot of work to do. And now I'm using the new look Clippers versus the Andre Iguodala and the Golden State Warriors. And the Clippers are definitely, I think they're finally ready to go to the NBA Finals. For the past few years, they've been good, but they just cannot get past like the second round of the playoffs. I think they're finally ready to make a push. Finally ready to maybe they'll get to the conference finals. I don't know, but they're finally ready because they have Doc Rivers, who can make every single player on their team bring out whatever, like everything they have. Just give every single player on the team will give all they got if they have Doc Rivers, and they do. And they added some new. They have JJ Redick, just just as you can see there, and they have Collison. Well, they have what's Dudley, Jared Dudley. They have Dudley, and they have some. Pretty much, they have a good team. And the Warriors, I'll talk about them really quickly. They added Andre Iguodala, and maybe the Clippers and Warriors will meet in the playoffs. I would not be surprised because the Warriors are definitely a good team. And look at Andrew Bynum, just traded to the Cavs, getting an and one. That is a good way to start off Andrew Bynum. So, yes, so now the Cavaliers, in my opinion, they are a playoff team this coming year. Because they have Anthony Bennett, and I've never really seen Anthony Bennett, but they have Anthony Bennett, and he's obviously the first overall draft pick, so he's going to be good. Waiters, probably maybe coming off the bench. Thompson, Varejao, and Bynum. They've got a ton of players. They're deep, and they're good. As you can see, I have no idea what to do with Anthony Bennett. At least he can make a layup. That's good. And quickly about the Trailblazers, they're definitely heading in the right direction. Not a playoff team yet, but they're definitely getting better. And yes, they have Lopez and Damian Lillard. So I hope you guys enjoyed me updating what's going on around the NBA in the off season. It's been crazy, and I might do some more parts. The Cavs are pretty good, so you better watch out for Kyrie Irving. Oh my goodness.